Hi everyone, welcome to 10-Minute Life Tips brought to you by Mindful Mastery Academy. Now these 10-minute life tips are a series of very short talks on things that you can implement in your life right away to help you live with more ease. They're very, very short, a maximum of 10 minutes, and they contain information that you can put in practice immediately. So if you find our tips useful, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We also have our Facebook page, Mindful Mastery Academy, on Facebook. And you can also go to our website, www.mindfulmasteryacademy.com, where you can subscribe to get more information like this, or you can try out some of our self-development programs for free on a limited trial. Right, today we're going to talk about life purpose. In the self-development field, there's a lot of talk about finding and living your life purpose. Now, personally, I think that's a flawed idea. First of all, the question that we need to ask is, do we only have a singular purpose, just the one thing that we can and should be? Let's look at it this way, for instance. If you're a parent, is that your life purpose? And if it isn't, does that mean that something else is much more important than raising your children? Could it not be that your purpose is to be a parent and something else, or even many other things? Do you have to limit yourself to one idea, one thing that is your life purpose? Now, I think this is one of the major flaws in the self-development movement. We try to distill things down to the simplest component, and we forget that human beings are complex creatures who are never just one thing. And life is also complex, and it isn't just one way. So perhaps we need to stop trying to find the most simplistic answer to life's questions and instead enjoy the experience of life. I mean, what kind of pressure are we putting on ourselves if we're always searching for our life purpose? Sometimes in our search, we forget to live our life. Now, what if instead we focus on living a life of purpose? There's a slight difference there. You know, a life of purpose is one where we can explore the many ways that we can be fulfilled in ourselves and still be of value to those around us. So how do you do that? Well, first of all, we need to take responsibility for our lives. We need to let go of this idea that our lives happen to us rather than because of us. Now, once we take responsibility of our lives, we can actually examine what we've done to get us to where we're at. And then you really start to notice how much influence that you actually have over the life you live. You have taken yourself to where you are through the decisions that you've made in your life. Now, if the decisions that we've made in our lives can take us to somewhere unhelpful, unproductive, or unhappy, then because we have that power, we can also point our lives in the other direction to where we're fulfilled and we're happy. So once you realize that you have a lot of control over how things are in your life, you can then take a look at the things that make you unhappy and the things that make you happy. And they'll give you a clue as to what one of your purposes is. So what are you doing in your life right now that makes you feel good? Now, once you do that, then you can look at the changes that you need to make to your life to point your life in another direction, or to keep going in the same direction, to keep feeling happy, to keep feeling fulfilled. So take responsibility to notice what you enjoy, what makes you happy, what are you good at? Take responsibility to notice how others are impacted by your actions and just by you being around. How do you help others enjoy their lives more or help them in their lives? Take responsibility to notice the feedback that you get from everything that you do. Now, everything that we do gives us feedback. The feedback comes in the form of the results that we get when we do something, the way other people react, the way we feel when we do something. This is all feedback that will tell us whether we're heading in the right direction. Now, if the feedback that you get is that life becomes more difficult or you don't feel happy and fulfilled, then change your approach. Go back to the beginning and think about the things that are important to you and the things that make you and the people around you happy. What makes you happy when you wake up? What do you look forward to? Who do you want to be with? Who makes you happy? What do you want to achieve and why do you want to achieve it? Now, all these things give purpose to our lives. So by engaging these things and asking these questions, we can figure out what gives us a life of purpose rather than just this singular idea of a life purpose. A life of purpose is a happy life. It means you get to experience life rather than thinking about what you need to do to enjoy life. But remember that life also has ups and downs. You can live a life that is carefree and a life with responsibilities. They can coexist with each other. It doesn't have to be one or the other. And finally, think about the value that you add to other people's lives. What do you do for others, or what can you teach others? Now, seeing our value reflected to us by others, how we impact on their lives positively, is the real purpose of life. Human beings aren't solitary creatures. We need to be of value to others. That's how we survive, and that's how everyone else survives. And consequently, it makes us feel good when other people notice what we mean to them. And it makes us feel good when we have a positive impact on someone else's life. So gauge your purpose by seeing how you impact positively on others. Connect with how you feel. And if it feels good, then you're on the right track. You're going in the right direction. So start to live a life of purpose rather than wasting your time thinking about what your purpose is.
Thank you, Zamir, for your 10-minute life tips with Mindful Mastery Academy, helping you achieve more.